I wanted to do a quick review of Roguebook. I am going to make a much longer video when I've finished playing all the deck builders I have and go into more detail on each, but for now I thought I'd just do a quick review while I have the time. Roguebook is a roguelike deck builder, and it's incredibly unlucky that I am playing it side by side with Slay the Spire, so it's very hard not to compare the two directly, but I'll try focus on just what Roguebook does. What I will say is that it's very clear that Roguebook is a game that focuses far more heavily on meta progression than Slay the Spire does or any other deck builder I've ever dived into. This is good for me, as I like when a game gives me reasons to continue playing it. I'm excited to max out the skill tree and see how crazy I can really get with my combos and general damage output once I've unlocked all the cards and items. But for some people, this type of progression might not be for them, especially if you are fond of Slay the Spire, which from my playtime so far definitely seems to give you much quicker access to the tools you'll need to succeed. The last quick comparison I'll make is in the actual using of the cards. What I mean by that is what happens when you actually play them. In Slay the Spire, it's quick and snappy, and you can play all your cards out at a rapid pace and have them all work. In Roguebook, it isn't quite like that. Roguebook's playing of cards is definitely more clunky, and I've played the wrong card multiple times. Sometimes it feels like the cards are delayed, so I'll play another card thinking the animation is done when in reality it was just in queue or something. So now I've played a card I didn't want to, and it's just a mess sometimes. The whole system definitely needs to be smoothed out. I absolutely want to play cards quickly, but the game just doesn't let you. Apart from that, what are the positives? Well, I like the class distinctions. They all have their own unique cards and styles and can synergize well with each other, because in Roguebook, you play through a run with 2 out of the 4 classes, so there is some strategy involved in building both individually and together at the same time. At the moment, synergies with the cards feel kind of basic, as in they lack depth, but again, I have more to unlock, so I'm sure they'll get deeper, but I'm still concerned that they might not. I've beaten the game twice now, but as I said, that's just the beginning. You have 15 plus levels of modification to change how your run works and make it harder. I'm going to try get through as much of these as I can before I go more in depth in that future deck builder video that I mentioned. Traversal around the game is definitely the most unique aspect I've seen in a game like this. You basically move around pages of a book, and you use ink to clear out the hexagons, which reveals upgrades, side content, and various buffs, as well as more monsters to fight to get more ink to reveal more hexagons. I actually really love this aspect of the game, and I think it's super satisfying, especially when you activate a tower and it just reveals a bunch of stuff. In terms of challenge and difficulty, definitely easier than Slay the Spire for now, but I have noticed some abrupt changes in difficulty here and there. That could just be a skill issue, but in some fights it does feel like I'm playing pretty perfectly and still taking a lot of damage. But yeah, if you were looking to get into a deck builder, I can definitely recommend this one. I still need to discover more about cards and synergies, but from what I've played so far, they've kept me interested, and obviously given the depth of meta progression, you should easily be occupied for quite some time. That was just a quick review. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, follow me on Twitter, and see you later.